Good evening, everybody. How you doing? It's your boy, Coach Lee. Happy hump day to you. Happy Valentine's Day for the lovers out there. Show you right. We back at it like we're mad at it, man. We are 2 days away from a weekend. Let's do this, man. Welcome to the Parlay's Perspective. We got the crew up in here tonight. As always, great show lineup for you. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let's get into this. First, right off the bat, my brother from the Northeast, he was running plane, trains, and automobiles doing his damn thing. Let's get him up in here. Oh, he almost failed today, too, I think. Yeah, he did. No, not yet. Let's get my man up in here. Meta, what?
Oh, man. Hey, baby, it's Wednesday, baby. It's Valentine's Day. And y'all know what the slogan is. I'm Dave. What's going on, Parlay Perspective here? Thanks for having me, Coach, man. It's going to be a stellar show tonight. But you know how we do it. Triangle offense in the building, man. Let's bring in my man real quick. Bring in my guy, Chile. Will in the building.
What up?
What's the damn deal?
Feeling good. Just got fresh up off the ground from busting my ass on black ice.
Yeah, I almost spilled that story, didn't I?
I was like, he got the wrong fella. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely, man. Absolutely. We out here tonight. You know, Jake's still in the Palm Springs, man, celebrating his birthday. You know, hopefully we'll see him next week, man. But the show must go down. Parlay Perspective. If you haven't been here for a Parlay Perspective, man, it's around the world sports, man. We have a bunch of topics, man. We give our perspective on it. You viewers as well can give your comments and perspective on it too. And hope you like, man. Like, share, subscribe, STWF-TV. Hit us up on the Facebook page, Sports Talk with Friends group, or the STWF-TV page on that Facebook as well. So let's get in.
I hear Jake doesn't show up because he doesn't like our fans. So next time y'all see him, give him a lot of shit, all right?
Yes, absolutely. When he comes out, boo him, throw apples, popcorn, all that stuff at him. NWO him at Bash the Beach. Man, that's what you do out.
Man said apples. Throw an apple at that man. That's rough.
Throw an apple at that man. A big one.
But yeah, fellas, how we doing today? We ready to go? It's double hump day because it's hump day, but also it's Valentine's Day.
It's literally hump day.
Oh, it's Valentine's Day. Oh man.
How many babies will be conceived today, huh? More than average.
You know, hey man.
Way more than average. It's the backshot bungalow today.
Backshot, like I said to y'all, I was coming from the North End. It's crazy down there. And I said, Dom, you taking your girl to the North End, you not only getting a nice prime plate for, you know, and the price might be crazy. You better have a tip too. And that PUSSY is upcharged if you go to the North End. Best believe that. You know what I'm saying? So hope everybody's enjoying their Cupid Day, though. You know what I'm saying? See a lot of happy faces out here, man. We should see it every day, you know. But this day, you know, it always brings a spark to a lot of people. Shout out to the people in long-term relationships. Shout out to the people that's been together over, 10 years, over 20 years, 30 years, still rocking, 40 years, man. For anybody that's in a relationship with somebody in a couple years, man, hey, it might just be nothing.
It's wild.
For people like that been in there, this and Drew all day long, man, shout out to you guys, man. Go love, celebrate, man.
Absolutely. Share your loved ones, man. Make sure you get them. No, it ain't even about the gifts, man. Spend some quality time with them.
Yeah, quality time.
Go if you need to.
Absolutely. You gotta love anybody who spend more than 5 years with one of y'all people. I don't mean just y'all. I mean anybody.
No, you got it right. I know I'm a handful.
Yeah, I'm a yeah. If you spend more than 3-4 years around me, you earned it. I mean,
I'm weird and I'm here for it.
Yeah, I'm all of that. I'm a weirdo. Not like a creepy weirdo, just a weirdo.
Okay. Yeah. Creepy is a little. That's a whole.
Yeah,
different level.
It's cool to be weird. It's not cool to be creepy. You got to distinguish the two.
Okay, so Facebook, you at the boxing gym with my boys doing a podcast. What up? What's good with you?
Who that?
Sound like Josh.
Boxing gym sound like Josh. Yeah.
Hey, Josh over at the gym. Shout out to my man Josh, still dedicated to the gym, man. Still doing your thing, man. We'll have some boxing news and around the way in the Parlay Perspective, man. Definitely.
I had Josh put the pause on him.
Put the pause on him, Josh. You know what I'm saying? Josh, you still can't beat me. 1 round quitter, baby. You sound like 30.
Shout out to you, Uncle Lump. We see you out there. Appreciate the
support. Shout out to you, man.
What up, Unc?
Unc in the building, man.
Yeah, Uncle Lump. Who's Lump?
Uncle Lump. Uncle Lumpy.
Oh, Uncle Lumpy. Okay, yeah.
Yes, sir, man.
I thought you said Uncle and Lump. I'm like, we got a man named Lump on our team. I'm like, yo, I need to meet. this human being.
Absolutely, man. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. We gonna get it, man. It's gonna be a charity event. And Josh, I'm gonna make it a charity event because you know what I'm saying. I might take the L like Tyson Fury almost did and survive to the 12. I might make it interesting.
What we gonna call it? Not exactly celebrity boxing.
Exactly, because we're not exactly celebrities, man. Absolutely, but what can we go around with this? How can we start this parlay perspective?
There's a bunch of shit to talk about, so just can throw a
so
dart.
much shit going on, man.
Throw a dart and land on it. We'll figure it out. Yeah.
Since we're here in the boxing frame, Josh.
Okay.
Briefly,
There's
been some boxing matches that's been hand stamped. One, I'm not for sure, but I'm thinking positive, and one for sure has been. So we go to the one that's positively stamped first, and that's on Dr. Dre Day, Snoop Dogg Day. That's 420. Yep. You got Devin Haney putting the titles on the line, undisputed. Putting his new light heavyweight title on the line, facing a man that has a lot of buzz on the social media world. Hasn't one fight. Was disappointing. His next fight go around, man, looked a little bit more better. But this man's getting a title shot and possibly might be his last, and that's Garcia, man. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Garcia against Devin Haney, 420. So fellas, man, hey, something that's happened before in the amateurs. Both of these guys have respect for each other. They even had a live that had these both guys staring at each other. That ended up in some melee, but it's kind of more of an entertainment standpoint. So
it was interesting. It was the weirdest face off. It was weird. But yeah. What up, Bobby?
Bobby in the building, man. So y'all guys interested in this match?
Damn it, Bobby.
Yeah,
that's pretty good. You on here.
That sounded so Texan. That's good stuff.
So are you guys interested in this fight?
Oh, I am. So look, Ryan, he got fucking stung by Davis. But his next fight out was a good fight still. I like Garcia. I hope Garcia wins, honestly, because I think he's had a nice little start to his career. But Haney's a different beast, man. I don't know what's gonna happen. What up, P? Gotta be P, right?
That's P Diddy.
P Dollar.
We're not Diddy no more. P Dollar.
I agree with you, man. It's definitely a fight that people was raging going to happen for months. It finally got stamped. Garcia actually backed away from fighting Rolly to take this fight. Of course, you'll take the championship fight, no matter the cost at all. But one thing going into this fight is people mention Garcia didn't train body shots. Against Tank, the body shots were there for Tank to take them, and he took them. And then Haney mentioned as well the mentality. The mentality of Ryan Garcia, once you quit, you're always a quitter. So Haney's going in there thinking like, round by round, I'm going to make you quit and I'm going to force you to quit. That's the type of fight Haney fights. Haney's not a knockout killer. He's going to round for round abuse you and make you pay for it that way with the scorecards. Garcia, on the other hand,
I think the quit thing with Garcia is overblown. I think he got stung in his fucking liver. He got
stung in the liver.
It's a kidney shot. Like he
leaves his body vulnerable a lot of the times for people to do at that. But like you said, Tank's a profession at that. So Tank, of course, was going to get him, and he got it.
He was leaving shit open against a counter puncher, and Tank just lit his ribs up.
I'm gonna be real with you. We seen a fight last week with Tofi and Lopez. Tofi and Lopez fought the local guy from Worcester, and you seen what the guy from Worcester did. Just take the ring, make it difficult for him. And I feel like Garcia has to go into the fight like that and kind of aggravate Haney. Don't try to go spar for him first. You know what I'm saying? You want to. In a fight like that, you kind of want to get that the first few rounds. But Garcia, if you want to stay in this fight, you kind of got to fool Haney. You know what I'm saying? You can't just think like, oh, snap, I'm going to just go pound for pound for him real quick and see what happens. Be strategic.
Yeah, you don't want to.
Get through the rounds. And obviously, when the rounds get more important, your body's going to be ready to take the damage that it may take. But early prediction, I'm going to go Haney. I think it goes the distance. And it should be a great fight, but I think Haney in the later stages of the fight is gonna show why he's that man right now.
If I was betting, I'd probably bet on Haney, but I just want Ryan to win. I think he's had a nice little roll, but
he's a quitter.
Yeah,
last heavyweight. This might be his last title fight. If he doesn't win this, because you got to think about it, he had the fight against Tank. You back down, you had a non-title match. Now another champion is greeting you into the ring. If you lose this one, your best chance might be Rolly.
Yeah.
If he still has a belt after his fight, because he fights Pitbull, and that's going to be a good one.
That's another good fight for him, yeah.
To me, Haney definitely has an advantage right now, but I'm happy to see Haney take this fight. And it may be because, people say Haney don't fight nobody, but in all, it kind of a mentality where you fought him in amateurs. You know how hard he's fought. So you think as a grown man, you're giving him a chance. You're giving Ronnie a chance to try to redeem himself. Question is, will Garcia redeem himself?
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. That's a tough guy to try to redeem himself against.
Sure, man, absolutely.
Not for the bullshit. So.
And then we have a Cinco de Mayo.
Hey,
Cinco de Mayo, I believe is official. We'll find out in the next couple of days. But Jamal Charlo trying to avenge the loss of his younger brother, going against Canelo.
So
now Canelo has a contract, I believe, to fight both Charlo. So he's going against. He's going with the agreement that he signed. And people might say, "Oh, Benavidez may be next," and all that stuff. But of course, you're going to entertain your fans of Cinco de Mayo, and of course, you're going to get people who they don't want to see on the other side.
I think he has a couple of mandatory fights that he has to get out of the way, and I think this is one of them, if I'm correct. Lewis is always talking about this shit. I don't always.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You got to get mandatories away. People kind of flood where people duck the mandatories, but hey, for Canelo in his stance, man, he can go take the fight against Benavidez right now. But hey, people might call it stupid. People might call it ducking. But in all, right now, when you have the advantages that boxers like him have in the game, hey, Floyd Mayweather, I can't be mad at you.
Life's always about leverage.
Right.
You got to play your leverage when you got it.
So this is his recent fight. It was no competition right here. Yeah, the other Charlo brother better bring it.
Yeah, he smoked this dude. It wasn't fair. And this is the better Charlo, so it's not going to be good the next one.
Yes.
This is the one who's not a drunk, I believe.
Yeah, this is the one that's not a drunk. This is the one that's I'm ready. This is the one that was supposed to take the fight in the first place before the younger brother took his spot.
Yeah, and he got abused.
So. Oh, no. This is the brother. No. This is the brother that does the drug, that got the addiction.
Oh, this is the drunk one.
Yeah. Oh, shit, Will. May see Canelo get drunk before Cinco de Mayo and still knock his ass out. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? Canelo versus Crawford. Now, I want to take a second on the Canelo Crawford thing. It's something that could happen. And I feel like, and I won't say Canelo will lose, but it's kind of hitting that segment like Mayweather, where he has the leverage. So when he decides he wants to fight Terrence, he can fight Terrence, but Terrence has to be ready.
But it has to happen soon because
it has to happen soon.
Canelo's not getting younger.
But Terrence is not getting young either, which is why it could still. But Terrence is moving up into a new division. Canelo's kind of already been stuck in the division. So for Terrence, he's going to still have to build himself up in his new division on top of having the ghost of Canelo watching you and you want to fight him.
I feel like if it's not one of the next 3 fights that either of them have, it's not going to happen.
I can agree with that.
I think it's got to happen sooner than later.
I can agree with that.
But not obviously at the next fight, they both have a fight on tap, I think, coming up. Wait, who's Crawford up next? Who Crawford got next?
Crawford has no opponent right now. It's supposed to be Errol Spence in a rematch, but Errol Spence and him pulled out. Officially, it's not going to happen. Terrence is supposed to move up, so we'll see.
Yeah, why you down here messing with these good people?
Yeah, Spence. Yeah, seriously, Spence need to go. Why you telling him messing with these good people?
Yeah, Spence had surgery like a month and a half ago, 2 months ago. He's not right. He hasn't been right since the accident. He ain't right.
He might need to retire.
Detached retina, right?
Yep, retina again. Had to get re-surgery on.
Same thing Sugar Ray had.
Yeah, that motherfucker. Was it Crawford?
Didn't see it coming.
Yeah, pretty sure Crawford re-detached it.
So boxing, fellas, man. Boxing. Hopefully it's a great year of boxing for everybody. Hopefully you get some matchups that you want. I mean, there's already been matchups lined up. Fury and Usyk May 17th. It was delayed due to Fury getting hurt. You got Ngannou versus Anthony Joshua, I believe, next month. So that's something to look forward to. It's a bunch of fights. You got one time Keith Thurman fighting Tim Tszyu. That should be interesting. I'm waiting to see that. There's a bunch of fights going on, man.
I think Zoo's gonna buff him up.
Yeah.
Tim Zook's gonna bust him.
Shout out to my man one time, man. He talked a hell of a game. Let's see what he does in the ring, man.
For real.
Let's see what he does in the ring. Parlay perspective, we are here, man. Me, Coach Will, we riding in, man. What I wanted to start with, and Will's edge on it last night was, obviously we speak NFL, most of the times first on our shows because there's a lot of stuff that we did tag on. Mm-hmm. But one thing to tag on today was the Kansas City Chiefs parade. Shout out to the champions once again. It started off as they didn't want Taylor Swift there. The security people didn't want her there, and all this extra stuff happening. But then
I understand,
unfortunately, that brought problems, additional problems.
Yes, they added additional problems, and this is why we have this story here. We're gonna talk on it.
There's a reason why people like Taylor Swift don't go to like Target. Right,
exactly.
It's a nightmare.
Good thing Taylor did not go. From what reports say, 22 to 25 people hurt today, 1 dead today after a shooting at the Kansas City Chiefs parade.
Hey, you're doing great, Kansas City. Keep it up.
It's wild. A couple
wild.
weeks,
Rest in peace,
after the alleged Jackie Robinson statue was stolen, somebody literally took everything but the toes of the statue. A lot of wild stuff in Kansas City. A Super Bowl appearance from Kansas City. Obviously, it sucks. It makes it worse. Glad none of the players were hurt, but it sucks that people were hurt in general.
Why? When did they steal the statue? Why didn't we cover that?
They stole the statue 2 weeks ago. They stole the statue. I mentioned it on the show. Yes, they stole Jackie Robinson. A bunch of thieves stole Jackie Robinson. They have caught the person since then. They caught him a few days ago, actually. And he was looking to make cropper or something out of me. He was looking
trying to melt it down. Yeah, I mean, hey, look, hey, that sounds like one of them heroin addict side quests. Like you gotta collect all the copper you can, and then
try and grab some gold, man. But
you know what's sad about this?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the people that got hurt, but a majority of the people that got hurt were kids.
Yes, that's the majority of it. And young kids, they're not in school right now. They're not in school during the day. They're coming out to support the team. It's about the children, children's there. It's kind of like the safe places, wives, children, things like that. And we've learned in the last 5 to 12 years that nobody's safe and it sucks. You can't even go to a parade to celebrate your football team without people interrupting you. And doing dumb shit. Hold on, Will. We've had millions of parades up here in New England. Millions. You would think with the people that hate on the Patriots out here and the people that actually love the Patriots, there will be some shootings and shit. There's only fights. And they're viral. You can see every single fight there. Fight is okay.
It's funny. It's
okay. But when you're shooting up a parade and shit, I do not condone in that. We don't condone in that. And it's terrible.
Yeah. It's funny you said that because I was getting ready to say the same thing. Like, yo, how y'all do worse than us? How y'all do worse than Boston, Kansas City? What's going on? I don't understand. We have parades all the time. Y'all should be used to it. It's your third one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Get your shit together. It's not that hard to not fuck people up at a parade. Just fucking go. You're all there for the same reason, the same happy reason. Our team won, right? So what is the beef? I don't understand. Yeah,
you gotta say Bobby says dirty Mardi Gras. Here we had shootings nightly. It's pathetic. You can't even go enjoy yourself with your family or something like a Super Bowl parade. Yeah, man, there's a parade, Caribbean parade yearly in the hood that I don't go to. I never went to. And then the loss of one of my closest friends ended up me not going eternally, never, even not going in the first place because people don't know how to enjoy themselves. People just don't know to celebrate for what you're there for. Have some drinks, have fun. If you gotta knuckle up with somebody, But somebody gotta get killed, it's fucking senseless. It's terrible. And they just won a Super Bowl title after people thought they wasn't gonna win it. You think people would shoot? Imagine if they would have lost the Super Bowl.
Yeah, why not?
It's crazy.
I don't know. Don't pick up a gun. Pick up a fucking chair like that dude in the Missouri thing.
Exactly, dog.
Just start swinging the chair like it's wrestling.
And New Orleans is double-head sided for having that. I know it's a celebration that y'all celebrate, and it goes the amount of days it goes, or whatever the case. I don't know how many days it goes. But this is the reason why shit gets shut down. Because of stuff like that.
Coach, what about
I'm surprised that New Orleans ain't done that shit yet.
What did he do? So, I didn't see what he did. I just saw him tackle this man to the ground and hold him down.
So that's one of the suspected gunmen.
Oh, okay.
So shout out to the bystanders that actually apprehended this guy for the police.
Yeah, that's dope. They made a citizen's arrest.
Yep.
Stop resisting.
14 days straight of Mardi Gras. Like, that's crazy. Like, Bobby, look at that. 14, and then obviously you're going to get statistics from that. Shoot-ins. Anything from the book. We can go A to Z. We won't list a lot of this stuff because some of the stuff really goes deep. But this is what happens when you have events like this. And people will continue to throw events like this, and they're throwing it for 14 days. Something's going to happen. And something should happen, but this is just one day in Kansas City, a parade. You're talking about 14 straight days.
You know, the truth is people aren't supposed to gather in bigger groups than 150. Whenever you exceed 150 people, shit's going to happen.
Shit's going to happen. Mm-hmm. And people get mad at the places that have a certain limit. And then once they reach their limit, you know, they kind of just kicking people out because of this. Because this creates madness, creates chaos. A lot of people don't know each other from these towns. A lot of people come from different places, you know, and people do the best to try to be security it and all that, border it. But
I'm with Chris on this, which is the scariest sentence I've ever said. But I'm with Chris on this. We don't need fucking parades for football teams. We don't do this for anybody. A fucking brain surgeon could save 4 people in a week. And ain't no parade for that, man. These motherfuckers play a game. Sit your ass down. Everybody go home. We don't
so when you speak that too, should we speak about other sports as well with parades?
Yeah, every parade should stop. If it's sports based, we don't need to be here.
So I feel
you know what you can do?
White House.
File them all in. Yeah, let them do the White House thing.
Wow.
Then file as many fans as you can into the stadium in which the team plays at, and have a little get-together gathering there.
Have people buy tickets to that?
You do not need to.
You can control that environment versus out in the open.
Hold on, and then it's free. You know when you have a free event, something probably about to go down.
And more importantly, Coach, you can control the amount of alcohol consumed in that building versus you run a parade through the streets. These people are delinquent. There's people who start drinking at 8 in the morning. They're at the parade. That's a problem.
Definitely a problem.
It's a problem.
Definitely a problem. Absolutely, man. Hope and pray for the people that's in the hospital trying to get out of there. Condolences to the family of the one person that is dead after this tragic incident, man. Bad way to end the Super Bowl season. If you're the Chiefs, and hopefully nothing else rages out of this, man. You know what I'm saying? Because where we come from, you know, maybe you as well, Coach, retaliation definitely does happen. So hopefully,
and I don't want to act like we're all above it. We've had people die at parades in Boston too.
Absolutely.
Actually, the first when we broke the curse, the Red Sox, a cop actually killed a fan because he shot the beanbag and it hit her in the eye and it killed her. So
I remember that.
We're not above this type of shit, but I'm just saying, like, we don't need to do this. It's not necessary.
Right, exactly. Definitely, though. Boston Marathon Day of exercise for people running the marathon, drinking holiday for the rest of the city of Boston, especially college students.
Oh, we love it. But then, the marathon bombing happened. That's a little isolated. That's a singular situation. I doubt that'll ever happen again. I really hope.
I really hope too, man.
Yo, I remember where I was when that shit happened. I was on the field at Fenway when that happened. We heard it, and we thought it was a giant dumpster that always makes a lot of noise when they close the door of it. We thought it was that. And then someone looked on their phone and said, yo, they bombed the marathon. We all fucking ran. And as we were running off the field to go to the locker room, we hit the second one. And then we were like, oh, shit. And we saw on the news, and it got wild. But, yeah, man, like, it's all, like, why? Why do we need to gather in that big of a group? I don't like that many people that I need to be around that many people. Like, I genuinely dislike humans on that level of, like, that many people. It's unnecessary.
Absolutely, man. Hey, we got something that people feel is unnecessary coming up here, but it's more of a, not uplifting, but it's still a sad situation involving the runner-ups in San Francisco. The 49ers announced today that they have fired defensive coordinator Steve Wilks.
Crap.
We spoke on Steve Wilks and his upbringing and just the accomplishments we gave him and the praise we gave him for how he coached not only the Super Bowl, but kind of coached his team this season, man. And there was a lot of whiplash, man, in the comments today in the chat.
Hold on, what's crap, Coach?
Scapegoat, man.
Really? I don't know. This is gonna be a good combo then. I like this.
And then somebody else saying Wilks was a scapegoat too, man. Shout out to, I believe it's still Josh over here. Let's talk about it.
That's Kawan.
Kawan.
Here's the thing. Will I completely dismiss the idea of him being a scapegoat? No, I'm not going to dismiss it. That's not fair. I can't say that it's not at all. I will say that that's only a small part of why he got fired. The bigger and larger part of why he got fired is he lost his locker room in terms of defense. You had Bosa and Warner speaking out against the shit that he was doing. And then you can make a case that he helped blow that game. And you can't blow a big... How? So for starters, there was a time that Shanahan had to call a timeout because this man had called a zero blitz and didn't disguise it at all. Like, he had everybody on the line, zero blitzing. I mean, look, they had a good defense on paper, but they weren't consistent all year.
No,
and they definitely weren't great in the playoffs until they played pretty good in the bowl itself. But also, like, we already had talked about how the Chiefs had some struggles offensively because of the lack of weapons. So, yeah, I just don't think he did that great of a job. And I get why people think it's a scapegoat situation. It's very easy to just blame it on Kyle Shanahan, too, because this isn't the first time he's blown a lead in the bowl. And he did the same thing again. He kept passing when he probably should have ran the ball. That being said, like, yeah, I think Wilks, that wasn't the best version. Put it like this. What's the best version of that 49ers defense we've seen with this core group? It wasn't this year, for sure. This might have been the worst version. Right. So if that means you're going in the wrong, even if you overlook all this other stuff, that it automatically, you're going in the wrong direction with this defense. So you got to move on. He's not D'Amico Ryans. He's not Robert Saleh or Saleh. He's not those guys. Wilks is good, but I think he made some calls that didn't help.
Shit. I can only say this.
You said who?
Rex Ryan?
God, I hope not. Because you give Rexy that defense and then his OC is that guy, or his head coach is Shanahan, that's a nightmare for the league.
And I was just about to say that, but not necessarily in Rex's way, but maybe they did this because, and it sucks, because it makes it's more of a, I don't know what it is. People are calling it a racist. Obviously, that's always the top one. Then people call him a scapegoat as if like somebody had to go, wasn't going to be Shanahan. I think they have somebody in mind that they feel like is better than him. And keep it real, Will, their best defense wasn't this year. Right. We seen the second half of the season where they were the Cardinals were putting points up on them. The Redskins put points up on them. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Chris, right, man. Saying,
Chris, right.
It's just surprising. It's surprising. It's really surprising. But keep it real with you, I said it to the bottom of my mind, but we was thinking Shanahan may be on the hot seat. Somebody was going to be on the hot seat regardless. I'm not going to say a scapegoat, but somebody from the tribe of coaching, OCs, DCs, somebody was going to get flagged. And I'm going to be real with you. Steve Wilks. We seen him fucking, we say he should have got a chance at Carolina, but I'm not going to really say he was good in Carolina. And then if this defense in San Fran wasn't the best defense it's been, then that means he didn't improve it either. It's kind of like Eric Bieniemy in Washington, right. Where we felt like it was an uptick. We seen them the first weeks. And then when they played the motherfucking Browns.
Or anyone else after that.
And then anybody else after that, it kind of went down. So it's surprising that he got fired the way he did a couple of days after the Super Bowl for what we thought was a great performance. But he was trying to catch up all year, man, and shit. And the fact that they didn't win it, somebody had to go, and it sucks that it was him, man.
Also, I know Coach is ready to go. I want to hear it. Let's go.
So here's my thing. Yeah. Bowman went out, and I was sitting there watching the game. Sorry, too. I was watching the game. And
I'm good.
I immediately, if I'm offense coordinator, that's where I'm attacking. And guess what? Fred Warner could not cover sideline to sideline. And his replacement that came in got exposed. I believe he had 7 or 8 targets, and they all were completed. They immediately start picking him. That's when the game started opening up. At that point in time, it was still kind of a tug of war a little bit. But once that defense had that chink, here's what I saw. San Fran got exposed for the great from the starting perspective, but they're very weak on as far as depth. If anybody, and same thing on the offensive side of the ball, and that's a downside when you accumulate so much talent like they have. A lot of that talent they traded for, is how good is going to be the backup? How big of a drop off is it going to be? That's why it's granted it happens, but when it went up to Cleveland during the season and they got manhandled up there because their backups couldn't step in and do that. Same thing in this situation. I'm not saying that he shouldn't have got If he lost the locker room, I get it. I think the timing kind of sucks. I think at the same time, I got to look at this head coach. He's 0-3 calling offenses in the Super Bowl. So you got to start to look at the point of, and then, it came out and I see I'm going to call it what it is. He came out and he said, I talked to my coaches before the game about talking to the team about the playoff rules. Doesn't look like it. To me, that looks like you're not trying to get any of the blame. That's a red flag to me.
Juice said that they didn't. Juice that he said we ain't talking about that. So he aired the coach out. He did. Now, what I will say is this too. So the strength of that team, regardless of how much we love Kyle Shanahan or they love Kyle Shanahan and his offense, the strength of that team is still supposed to be the defense, and it wasn't when it mattered. The strength of that team. Also, I will say, if you want to call this type of thing a scapegoat, I understand. Somebody had to go, right? And we've already discussed on this show many times that it is easier to replace defensive guys than it is to replace offensive geniuses or assumed offensive geniuses. So despite the fact that we all know that his go-to move is to blow a lead, like that's his fucking go-to move now in the bowl, is to blow a lead, to keep passing and not run the ball when you can. And when it's working, we know that he does this. However, I just think that it's harder to replace him. Because replacing Kyle Shanahan means everything's the guy Wilks is also going to go in that move. If you replace Kyle Shanahan, they're not going to keep Wilks and then replace Shanahan. That's not going to happen. So it's either just Wilks goes or the entire staff goes. What's easier to deal with? Just seems easier to take one guy out and fix that part.
Which is why I feel like they have somebody in place. I
also agree. I think you're 100%.
Because it came this there was no. I mean, obviously, there probably will never be like that with a DC, a rumor that he's going to be fired. Like, there's never going to be that. It's just either he's going to go or he's going to stay. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? When he's fired, it's kind of surprising because you don't hear nothing about it.
The only rumors about a defensive coach getting fired is usually during the season, and then it either happens or it doesn't.
Nothing about that, man. Does San Francisco keep losing, and somebody's got to be somebody? Hey. Ain't always come. It's gonna come around that scapegoat, man. It sucks that it got to be him because he dealt with that shit in Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Coming here, you felt like everything was blossoming, glooming. You with the champions, but hey, you're with a team that's been trying to get a title for years. Years.
Also, who's to blame? Who's to blame when your backups aren't ready? Is it the head coach or is it the coordinator of that unit?
The position coach.
So position coach, so the linebacking coaches is what you're thinking, because that's what happened when Greenlaw went out. They got I'm looking at that too. 70-71, 121. It's fun. My Celtics whooping on the Nets, bum ass Nets. So I guess like I said, I won't completely dismiss it being somewhat of a scapegoat. But there's more to it. Also, we got to realize Wilks was the only outside hire. Everyone else on their staff is inside Kyle's tree. They're inside with Kyle. That's the first outside hire that he had to make, and I don't think he really wanted to make it. And now we see that he didn't want to stick with it.
So the 49ers are already going in a different direction, losing the Super Bowl and going another way with who they hire as their DC, man, and that'll probably come out in the next few weeks.
Also, historically, the loser of a Super Bowl usually gets dismantled.
Yeah. They're failing.
Yeah.
So here's the thing I'm looking at. Their defense this year, they were 8th in yards per game.
Yeah. Third ranked overall.
Third in rushing yards, 14th against the pass, and 3rd in points.
Yeah, it's a solid. I mean, they play solid. The problem was consistency. They'd play really great one game and another game. But like overall, yeah, they did pretty good.
You know, as I'm probably gonna look like a hater, but it is what it is. As a Cowboy fan, in the recent chirping that the 49ers fans have been doing, because I don't know where it came from. It used to be a mutual respect between Cowboys and 49er fans.
I thought so,
at one
right?
point in time. It
Right.
was.
Y'all
But
generation ain't raised our kids right.
Now lately, no, they've been smelling themselves a little bit out there in the Bay Area, and it ain't just cause the excrements on the streets, but
And share free. Yeah, they got the poop app. They got the poop app.
But my whole thing is, at what point in time is the coach going to be held accountable for what's going on? Yeah, he's taking 3 different quarterbacks. Well, sorry, 2 different quarterbacks. Same results. They've loaded up the team for him. I get that, but I'm like, for me, the first red flag was 28-3, which he will be forever tied to, because he didn't run, and he didn't run Sunday night. So where's the accountability of there? They went away from the run,
and it was working.
It was.
However, they weren't scoring. That's the problem. They were getting yards and first downs, and they controlled the clock. So the best thing that it was doing was keeping 15 on the sidelines. But
part
it wasn't scoring. Yeah, right.
But they weren't.
You got to score 7s against these motherfuckers.
Even if it's field goals, you got to put points on the board, people.
Okay.
You cannot play games with Mahomes.
Who does that go against then? You want to put points on the board.
Yeah. And then, hold on, your man. Hold on. And I'm not going to disrespect him because he had a solid game. Your man CMC fumbled, dog.
He did fumble.
Y'all man CMC fumbled. When I heard that from somebody, I said, "Oh shit, for real?"
And then the defense bailed them out because they didn't score on that play, on that turnover. They didn't score off that turnover, so they ended up punting, and the defense saved them out of that. So, and I was saying it's like they needed to put points up. I think the defense, even though I know he got fired and I don't think it's the absolute wrong choice, the defense was actually doing okay at first. It was doing its job. I mean, they pretty much held back Mahomes from mostly being Mahomes until the last couple drives.
Shanahan, like you said, man, everywhere. He must got a system everywhere, man, because the same shit happened a couple years in a row, and nothing. Like I said, it's gonna be hard for him to get. It's gonna be hard to get him out of office.
It's a philosophy thing with Kyle. So here's the thing: let's say he does do what we all think he should have done and kept running, and they lose those games. Then we're gonna say you were too conservative. You know, you should have passed more. You should have played aggressively the way you got there. So there's no winning. When you lose, there's no winning. And I know that sounds funny, but it's the facts. Like
it's not. You just lost the game. Straight the fuck up. That's what it comes down. You lost the game.
Try again next year.
Right, and we act like they had a great cushion. Though they wasn't scoring when they were supposed to score, it wasn't a good cushion. You left the cushion enough for them to stay. We can still play good football and win this game. That's when you fuck up. Because then the confidence in them keeps going as the time keeps ticking in the game. And they know they need this fucking game. And they've been champions before. And they know if they lose the game, though they underdogs, they're going to go through more scrutiny for losing than y'all guys who are going through scrutiny now because y'all should be going through scrutiny. So it's kind of a double-edged sword in the case, but Kansas City's like, we need this more. And y'all over here acting like, hey, y'all already won a couple. And this is where Coach is right, where they all big and mighty and this and that. And though they made the Super Bowl, y'all still haven't won shit. Shout out to the Eagles defensive end man for coming at Debo. Debo's been running his mouth too a lot. Diva-ass motherfucking Debo Samuel, man. Hey, I'm happy. I'm happy that the 49ers lost. I'm not happy that the Chiefs won, but I'm happy that the 49ers lost more.
Yeah, we already discussed that a little bit. You can look at the beginning of this convo.
He was with the scapegoat. Definitely. We definitely
he said scapegoat. That's funny. Yeah, look, maybe a little bit. But like I said, it's easier to fire the one defensive coordinator than the entire staff because you got rid of Kyle Shanahan. So, but I tell you this though, he will not survive another loss like that. He won't. So
Shanahan's
seat is as hot as it's gonna be. He can win every game next year. But if he gives up another lead, that's it.
I got a better one. He's going to last long. Next is going to be players are going to want to leave.
Yeah, but players.
I think he's gonna wait. It's gonna be so long for him to get fired. I feel like a lot of shit's gonna happen before he gets fired.
Yeah. I know this though. The players won't. When it comes to choice, like you got to make a decision time,
right?
You always choose the players over the coach. The coaches never get to win on that because the players are the talent.
Absolutely. Players are the talent, man. Hey, man, NFL season is over. Remember, guys, we got play call sheets still rolling on Mondays. First off-season episode starts. First episode of new season actually starts Monday, man. So we'll tap into the NFL, give y'all news, mock drafts, rumors, updates and all that stuff, man. Hell of a season, man.
Also, Kyle Shanahan's tied. He's tied to Purdy now. However the Purdy thing goes, that's how he's gonna go. If Purdy flops,
I'm low key. It don't have to necessarily be here. That's why I'm low key hoping that what's my man name who just got traded from there?
From the Niners?
Yeah.
What position? What was I didn't even
the quarterback? Drawing a blank.
Oh, Garoppolo.
No, the one that's in Dallas now.
Oh, Trey
Lance.
Trey
Lance. That's what I'm hoping. It don't necessarily have to be here, but I hope he had some success somewhere else, just so he can say they gave up on him too soon.
Yeah, I would like to see that for the brother. And even if they gave up too soon, they may have just seen that he may be good, but Purdy just is better fits what we're trying to do right now. That might have been the case. It might not have been just like,
hey, it's kind of like he may have known that his job been on the line. So he got to make something work. You know what I'm saying? Nothing is working. Nothing is working, man. Absolutely. Hey.
123.4 million viewers, highest rated television
all time
history of all time. That's nice. Yeah,
definitely.
And the game was worth it. It was a good game.
Right. You got an extra about 50 million viewers.
Also, thank you, Taylor.
Yep. Extra. You got an extra like half, if not more than half, less than half, but it still had a good number of people that joined the game just for her. And you're gonna get new females watching the game. And this was an excellent reason for more females to go watch the game. And then their boyfriends to go watch the game that haven't watched the game. And then there's just a whole bunch of numbers going on. So shout out to the Super Bowl getting those great numbers. Does Cam Newton get his respect back now for his Purdy take? We spoke on this Monday.
Absolutely not. No. Because Purdy had a good game.
It's Cam Newton's job now to be the media. So we can say that, but at the same time, it's Cam's job now to critique now, to a sense. So we're not going to give him flowers for doing it. We can say good job for doing your job, but nah, hell no.
And not even like yo, you came up with a take. Good job.
But we told fans as well. We told fans that were mad at the moment because it was your teams and it talked about your quarterback. And a lot of plays that he was talking about were plays on teams that were trying to make a push. So, of course, we're mad at it because we see our QBs differently from the eye.
Yeah, and Daryl, there's a reason for that. Because the take was a bad take. Like, what part of his take was accurate?
Hold on. ESPN had him on dirt before the Super Bowl. So how bad they disrespected him heavy? They didn't disrespect him heavy.
Yeah,
everybody did the same critique.
Yeah, they put him on the show, and then that means his show is going to do better. So they didn't really hate on him too much.
That's true.
They really hate on him.
Yeah, I think anything that Cam took from that situation is because he was wrong. He didn't back it up with anything statistical. It was or anything of any substance other than his opinion. And Guy, you didn't jump on the football in a bowl. We questioned your heart. How are you questioning someone else's game? I really don't understand that.
They did it because of Ryan Clark?
Maybe. But hey, he got it. He still got that.
Hey, a lot of ESPN people, Shannon Sharp's pulling polls. Chad Ochocinco was on there. One of his wishes was to be on the ESPN set, for a segment or a show or something. He was there. ESPN now, with the wave they're trying to go to, are going to try to bring anybody on that they feel like it can save the network.
Yep, they're looking for talent.
A lot of these independent podcasts is rolling. You know what I'm saying? Devin Booker ejected from the game in the first quarter. Hey, we're going to talk about that shit in a minute. We're going to get into some NBA because that's not the only story. That's not even the biggest story from that Suns game. And I don't even understand how a Suns Pistons game is getting so much heat. You know what I'm saying? But here we are. NBA, first off, we're going to talk about it.
We rock with Chad, by the way.
We're going to talk about it since the Suns and the Pistons are playing tonight. As Anthony mentioned, Booker ejected. there was a fight earlier before even warm-up started.
Had a slap fight
between E. Banks and his sons and Isaiah Stewart of the Pistons. Isaiah Stewart, notably known for messing with guys like Draymond, stepping to guys like LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Has a little tough presence on the basketball court, and he's been rumored and a lot of speculation to be possibly traded during the trade deadline. He wasn't, all this and that. So there's a lot of stuff boiling on his behalf, and I guess both guys was pounding chest to chest, face to face, where Isaiah Stewart just gave him a hook. Bang, bang. And it sparks a lot because, it was a lot of flack from him after the LeBron stuff. You know what I'm saying? He was bleeding as well. LeBron got him with a good shot, but somehow he became the victim. You know what I'm saying? Or the suspect or whatever the case was. But this right here is something that we've seen a lot of things happen in the league this season from one guy. And now it turns over to this guy, Isaiah Stewart, and the way the NBA will penalize it, I feel like they may do him dirtier than they did Draymond in both his suspensions.
Oh, yeah. Pre-game?
And it sucks to say that.
They're going to throw the book at him.
Sometimes you got to race.
They're going to just throw him 12 just because.
D-Book got the light-skin treatment. I take very much offense to that.
Nah, they mad already. Teams are mad already. You snuffed my teammate. I'm coming into the game mad already. Somebody's mad. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that has to do with the punch, but at the end of the day, both teams are coming to this game now with more physical mentality and all that extra stuff in their head than they was earlier. This is probably like, oh, snap, we're playing Detroit on a back-to-back. They lost to the Lakers last night. They got pumped. We're going to pump them again tonight. And then your mans get stole on.
I just think losing makes people uneasy.
And then losing for the Pistons. Pistons on 90 million game losing streaks. They already mad.
Yo, they only stop losing streaks for a game to start them up again. It's bad, yo. It's not good.
It's bad, dog. Monty, hold on. Hold on. I said Monty do not take that job. Monty took that job. You should have just went chill for a little bit. Became like an offensive coach on somebody's bench. You took that job?
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing.
They whipped him with that money.
First of all, he got a bag. Second of all, it's a win-win for him because he gets paid. He gets to keep working. That team is expected to be trashed. There's nothing he could do that would make him be like, "Oh, you did a bad job." No, these people suck. I don't know what you are supposed to do.
I'll be real with you.
But if he won with them,
if he won with them, absolutely, the sky's the limit. And I have this. I kind of say yearly. I try to project the next team that's going to come up. You know what I'm saying? And kind of been semi-right in the last few years with it. And the Pistons are probably the team that I can't get. Everybody thinks that their trajectory, and then it's damn, you get all these drafts, and that's the thing. You're just too young to continue to get too young. You don't add the right veteran pieces. Veteran pieces don't want to play with you. Nobody want to go to 8 Mile. Nobody wants Mall Spaghetti. Only people want the Lions. Detroit, relocate your team. And I heard today that they're talking about relocation nominees, and Las Vegas is one of them. I wouldn't be surprised if Detroit is relocated in Las Vegas.
Man, they'll riot up there.
No, you can't take anything else from Detroit. They've lost enough. They will make you drink.
I'm saying it on wax right now. Take the NBA out of Detroit. They don't deserve it.
No, black folk need that work up there. Don't do that.
We see another team playing bad in Washington, and I ain't even talking about Washington being sold or relocated. Relocate Detroit. What the hell are you giving the city?
Jobs.
What the hell are you giving the city?
Jobs.
25 straight draft picks that fucking shit to bed. First rounders.
That's why you don't.
Crazy, dog. It's getting wild, dog.
Time out, though. That's not the city's fault.
No, it's not the city's fault. But it's the NBA's problem. It's the NBA's problem.
What are we talking about here?
Hold on. They really surviving off $3 ticket sales?
Yeah, because you still got to pay the employees.
Hold on. When it's not like none of their teams have been good. That's the crazy dude. That's one of my crazy points. You see the Tigers try to turn it up a little bit last year before they started slumping. The Lions are trying to turn it up. The Red Wings kind of is the reason why sports is still relevant in Detroit. And the Pistons is fucking an ass, man. Relocate the motherfuckers, man.
No, they need it, man.
They need help.
I don't like moving teams unless it's absolutely necessary.
It's absolutely necessary right now. Moving to Vegas. And I'll bet my bottom dollar that they gonna be the next team relocated, man.
The only way that moving to Vegas would help them is if if they actually sold the team and changed everything.
Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. I feel that they will get free agents and people if they moved. I don't even feel like the traction will be a lot more better.
Here's the thing though. Are free agents gonna fix that team? Nah, bro. You gotta develop the talent you got. They got a lot of talent.
I mean, I'm sorry to the fans that may be fans of Detroit Pistons. I'm sorry that I'm going all the way on y'all, going ham. But I'm sorry. It's not your fault. It's not the fans' fault. They suck.
It's not. You can't take away their.
They suck though. Y'all might have to travel to Vegas to go watch them.
They've already had so much taken out of their state that fucking ruined everything. Like people forget, Took, in our entire lifetimes, Detroit hasn't been shit, unfortunately. But that used to be a booming ass city. When Ford and GMC were there, and they were making all the parts were being made in America, that city was bussing, bro. Now everybody just abandoned it because they took the fucking factories and sent them over to China and shit. So now put some
plays on the sideline. Bring back the swag to Detroit. Yo, man, listen here, man.
Players,
Detroit, man. Hopefully one day it will change for you, man. But this next thing here.
They need their sports team to flourish like their rap scene. Their rap scene is doing great.
Yes.
But the sports situation is not.
They're selling more successful mixtapes than successful basketball teams out there.
Actual. And I bet you this fucking mixtapes cost more than the tickets.
Indeed. I just mentioned that tickets cost like $3. Right. You get a mixtape for $5. Still probably to this day, you probably still can get $5. At least. Bro. Wow, minimum. Detroit, but you know what's minimum in this shit right here I'm about to speak on? Some NBA rumors that was thrown around.
What we got?
First off, heard during the trade deadline that the Warriors called out to the Los Angeles Lakers to get LeBron James. I actually heard that Draymond Green said to Rich Paul that the Warriors want LeBron and Golden State, and they tried to get something happening during the trade deadline. Do you think it's smoke, or you think that's believable?
I'm sure they acquired, but it's a hilarious conversation to have. Hey, yo, what's good? You want to trade, bro? Get the fuck out of it. They're just going to hang up immediately. I don't understand, but I think it's still funny. There's more than just this one, too. There was.
There's definitely more than this one. Hearing that the Lakers called Philly to ask about Joel Embiid.
No. Also, Philly, what do you have to offer? What were you going to trade back? D'Lo? All set. Like Austin Reeves, couple nice passes recently. I've been enjoying watching him play basketball, not moving the needle. What do you have to offer, bro? I don't understand.
Absolutely. But backtrack a little bit. If LeBron would have got traded to Golden State, how do you think that tandem of Steph Curry and LeBron at their ages?
Oh, it's simple. It's a ring. It's simple. It's a ring. Very simple. Very simple. It's another ring for both of them. Easy money. Easy money. They'd sweep. They might sweep the whole playoffs.
I'd be fired.
Because LeBron can still do everything. You just can't. You can't ask him to do everything in close now. Curry and close your game.
Who would be the third man? Who would be your ideal third man if whoever stuck around? It'd be Clay or Wiggins or whoever. I'm assuming Wiggins would have went in the deal, so it would be Clay and I don't know, fucking Moody and Kuminga. Or actually, Kuminga would probably be in the deal too. I was thinking, Kuminga will probably definitely be in the deal too.
Because they're gonna want if you're getting rid of Braun, you're gonna want all of that. So I'm guessing.
Kuminga, I think Clay would have been gone too. I think
he would have too.
Kuminga.
Well, now we're entering into someone else would have to come with Braun because that's too many contract.
Exactly, too many contracts. Yeah, somebody, some scrub would. Well, not scrub. Sorry, Lakers playing the great basketball.
Because Wiggins and Clay's contract combined is more than what Braun's making. So
I bet a Bobby post definitely, dog. If that happened, Dominique would have been posting more than he already does. Absolutely. Hey, yo, Coach, the next thing I heard, though, Coach, and I think you need to be real aware of this. I don't know if you heard this, but Spencer Dinwiddie signed with the Lakers. He had an interesting quote saying that, and that's not in the main part, but that's what it is. But what really stopped his here is that the Mavericks had lined up to get a trade for Kyle Kuzma at the trade deadline, and Washington came up to Kuzma and said, basically, we have a trade for you to go to Dallas. Basically, do you want it or not? And Kuzma said, hell no, basically.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
I'm going to stay with it.
That makes perfect sense.
He won't get the rock here.
That. And also, like, I don't think people understand Luka is very much like LeBron in the sense that it may seem like, oh, this is a great place to play with a guy who passes the ball. Except it's a guy who always has the ball. So the only shot you're going to get is off of his hand. That's not fun to play with. It's not. It's why a lot of guys like Chalmers, we saw how Chalmers is basically a scrub, but got to play on championship teams, but also was chirping at Braun because he didn't like that shit and immediately was gone.
Immediately got bitch Susie started talking that shit to
Right. So nobody wants to play with a guy like LeBron or Luka because other than the fact, unless you already improving yourself and everyone knows you're nasty, then you don't care. Then you don't mind playing with Braun. But when you play next to Braun, first of all, it's never his fault. It's always yours.
That is true.
And that's tough to play with. That's the same thing that happens with Luka.
It was never Jordan's fault.
It's never right. It's never gonna be, no matter what happens, it's never gonna be Luka's fault. It's gonna be everyone else around him. That people don't want to play like that.
People don't want to play like that. And this is why I said coaches to be alarmed. I mean, Dallas teams could get better, and they've obviously been getting better. A few great acquisitions at the trade deadline. Garford, though, don't kind of fall in love with him because this is the same shit he did in Washington when he got traded from Chicago to Washington and then went blank. So I'm not hoping for a blank, but if it's to come, just say, "Come on, told you so."
Spencer did. By the way, can we just discuss this? Dinwiddie's a good player, but nobody wants him.
Nobody wants him. You see what he did in his debut last night?
What he do?
Went 1 for 5 to start the game, and after missing like 4 straight, chucked up like a Steph Curry shot from like almost like past the half hat. I'm like,
yeah, shoot.
I mean, but it's okay for our team, man. But I'm not saying he's the best addition. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to talk about him in that light, but yeah, nobody really wants you.
What he's going to be good for? He's going to be good for y'all in the sense that whenever Braun is off the court, you still have another like point guard level guy out there who can score and get buckets. He's going to be helpful, but yeah, he's not going to move the needle like that.
He's not going to move the needle. Definitely, man. He's not going to move the needle. Hey, man, we got All-Star Weekend this Saturday.
Yep.
Who we got? I'm going to go down the list. We got, first off, All-Star game. If we had to make a prediction, man, who y'all taking? The East or the West?
I'm gonna go with East this year. I think the West probably will be better, but I think the East might play for some pride and get a win.
So now the East All-Stars consist of we know Joel's probably not going to play All-Star Weekend. Joel also has been disqualified from the MVP discussions, so his name will no longer be on MVP discussion boards anymore. We got the West starters. Seems like everybody's going to be playing. That's healthy right now. LeBron, Luka, Kevin Durant, Shea, Gilgeous-Alexander, Jokic might not play. But couple All-Stars mentioned replacements. For Julius Randle and Joel Embiid is Trae Young and Scotty Barnes were named as replacements. So shout out to Trizzy Trae for getting the nod and getting the nominee. I'm gonna go West in this one. We'll go to West. I'm gonna take the West on this one. We have a bunch of events on Saturday. This All-Star Weekend. You have the celebrity game that hits off on, I believe, Friday night. I think that's early Friday night. And then you go into the All-Star Weekend festivities. You also have the Rising Stars game at 9 o'clock on TNT, which should be interesting. You got a lot of international stars. You got a lot of young pros. It's gonna be a good one. And I think the format they got it at, huh?
Chris was in here lying.
What?
Trae Young's in the game.
He probably didn't know because this news just came out. It came out sneaky, like last week or something, but it didn't really. It was like on headlines, like, you know what I'm saying. But Trae Young is an All-Star in replacement of either Julius Randle or Embiid because of the injury. And Scotty Barnes, I believe is now All-Star as well.
Yeah, the other replacement right there.
Yep. And then you have the Rising Star game 9 o'clock on TNT that same night. Saturday, February 17th, we have the HBCU Classic, Winston-Salem State, Stephen A. Smith State versus Virginia Union. If you ask my man Jason Whitlock, Stephen A. Smith never played college ball in his life.
Yo, Whitlock broke him down.
What did he say? He averaged, was it 1.5 points a game and he played one game?
Yeah, and he broke his kneecap.
But honestly, Whitlock getting at him for his career wasn't nearly as bad as Jalen getting that skip.
Definitely wasn't.
Skip.
Yeah.
Jalen broke Skip. Jalen broke Skip so bad that the next day he came in and he was like he basically, because it was his show, they were like, all right, so the first 10 minutes is just going to be Skip. He's going to monologue. And all he did was explain why he only averaged like 1 point a game and didn't play. And made all these excuses. And then Jalen was gone from ESPN like the next week.
It had to get me high. People don't realize though, Jalen had a bunch of time like ESPN, man, and people say, "Oh, he was fired because of this and that." It's a lot of things that he wished he could have changed. But hey, when you're so authentic like he is, at times you don't you forget that you're in a business or a job, whatever the case is, man. You got All-Star Saturday night, which probably will be a dues, but also you have your skills challenge, you have your 3-point shootout. You have your slam dunk contest, but the most interesting thing of All-Star Saturday is a 3-point shootout between Steph Curry and Sabrina Ionescu of the WNBA New York Liberty, a matchup that's been expected for the last few years. Finally will happen on All-Star Saturday night in Indiana. So that's going to be popping, man. Popping. You got the G-League game.
I got Sabrina Ionescu in this one.
Oh, okay. So who you got, Steph and Sabrina, Coach?
I'm going to go with Steph. Now, you know what? He's going to go to Sabrina. He's going to let her win.
Steph going to bust her ass.
He's going to let her win.
Steph going to bust her ass like she stole something, man. Steph, you better not let her win. Steph, you better bust her ass. You better show her that you're the best shooter in the game no matter what age you are. They're already saying Anthony Edwards is going to have more threes than you at the end of your career. Nah, man. I'm the king. I'm going to prove it. I don't care if it's female, LBGB, LBG9. I'm going to get busy. I don't care who it is. I'm the king. I'm the shooter king.
We're going to see. We're going to see.
We're going to see. And then you got the G League game at 1:30 that day. I'm on the 18th. That's the actual All-Star game day. You got the G League game next. But interesting, though, the slam dunk contest here. Wham, definitely. But one star has decided to enter. And we got Jamie Jackson, Javi Vasquez Jr. from the Heat. Shout out to the young rookie doing his thing. Mac McClung looking to defend his title. You got the brother of Obi Toppin. What's that? Jacob Toppin of the New York Knicks. And then you got Jaylen Brown of the Boston Celtics. The new ever D Brown making his.
I was so shocked when I saw this.
Yes.
I was so shocked and so hyped. Like, I was like, okay. Like, he just, I don't know why he's doing it, but I'm happy.
I like that he's doing it, and it's more for him. He's been in the last 3 years being the up-push man, like being the man for the community, being the man for this. So I am excited, and I'm happy that he decided to do this. I don't care what Jaylen Brown does in the slam dunk contest. The fact that he said, man, let's start something. I may not be a superstar, but let's see if I can try to push it. Let's see if I can do it. It's great. I can respect that shit. I don't know what he's gonna do. I don't think he's gonna win, but
he make it Braun look like.
I think the younger Toppin gonna win. He got too much time on his hands. So he better have something ill.
Mac coming for that.
Oh, Mac too. Mac got too much time in his hands too.
Yeah. Shout out to Jaylen, man. He was like, I'm gonna make Braun like a little bitch for never doing this, and I'm gonna do it. I like it.
All right. One reason. What's the main reason why you think LeBron never did a slam dunk?
Because it was his only opportunity to not try to follow in the exact footsteps of Jordan. He just didn't want to be connected to that. So he was just like, all right, I'm going to not do the thing that he did. Little did he know that just made us not think he could ever beat Jordan. Like, it just downgraded him.
I would say that probably started the either you love or hate him train.
King James. Calling yourself King James and then not doing the dunk contest.
Yeah.
Not doing. calling yourself King James, not doing a dunk contest while wearing that 23. That's a problem.
I'm gonna be real with you. This is why LeBron, I don't think, never did a dunk contest, and I tried to figure it out with a bunch of my kids at my job the other day.
Okay.
And I took this point and I said, hey, I'm gonna stick with it. I think LeBron didn't want to lose a slam dunk contest. I feel like the way his career is gone with the media and all that, the scrutiny and all that, those judges will probably had him lose to somebody, and he couldn't deal with that. And I feel like, honestly, too, we've seen LeBron do some crazy dunks. We've seen some shit like Will posted off a dumbass pass, and that's what LeBron's great at. When he get the pass and he's on the go. Slam dunk's different. You can get props and all that. People will come up here and jump on you, but it's a different atmosphere. I think LeBron sees that, and I think LeBron's scared to fail and lose All-Star dunk contest, knowing that when he's there, he's automatically thinking win in his mind. But I don't think mentally he's thinking that he's going to win because he thinks probably the judge is going to fuck with him. Something. I don't know.
Him not doing it is every bit of part of why he deals with some of the shit that he deals with in the media. Because it's like, yeah, bro, you're not that guy. We wanted him to be Jordan. We thought he wanted to be Jordan, and he's not that guy. He's a different guy. So I don't know. I felt he should have did it, but I understood when he didn't. Because that's another thing. There's no real winning for Braun. Like, no matter what he does.
Damn if you do, damn if you don't.
Yeah, so why not? But see, in my mind is, if they're going to hate regardless, I'm going to go out and show out then, right? I'm going to go have fun. Fuck it.
Right. All day. Definitely have fun, man. Hey, man. Don't NBA report. All-Star weekend is this weekend, man. Get chill in the crib. I don't know, man. I've been looking at this weather on my phone, man, and no, it doesn't say anymore. It's going to be a cold weekend, though. So, go to the bar, go to the club, stay at your crib, have an All-Star Saturday party. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy the festivities, man, because I will be doing the same. Can't wait for that three-point shootout. Can't wait for this Sabrina versus Steph. Obviously, I love All-Star weekend. I love All-Star Sunday as well, so I can't wait for the festivities.
Oh, also, let me check. I didn't see this part.
Three-point contest. This has been Damian Lillard.
So that's funny. So he's having the competition with her, but he's not entering the real one. I like that.
Yeah, I like that too.
That's dope.
It's telling everybody. It's basically telling everybody like y'all can't fuck with me. I'm having my own contest for myself. It's gonna be somebody versus Steph every year. Next year I'm gonna face Caitlin Clark. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I like it. I like
that too because I was like, I said this. They should have waited for Clark. But I'm like, okay, give Sabrina her dead due. She was kind of like the person that was coming into the league that people thought not being Clark, but was that person that people like, we're going to symbol, we're going to make money off, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So, Steph, man. Steph got his own little game going on.
Low key, it's mad disrespectful that the league is like, we just got to find other motherfuckers who can shoot with them. Like, y'all can't do it. So let's just go find someone else who can compete with Curry.
That shit's wild as shit, dog.
That's bad.
Hope for Trey Young to win, man, but he ain't gonna.
Yeah, he's a volume shooter, so I don't think he's gonna win this. Who y'all think is gonna win this? Low key, I like
Karl Anthony Towns.
I do like that because he is a gun and his shot is very low energy. It's not a lot of jumping. I like Lowry Markkanen.
I like the two big men, but one person there's two names right here that I'm just gonna keep the eye on right now.
I like Lowry Markkanen.
Tyrese Halliburton. Because I feel like if he's going to play in this, he's going to have some stardom and people going to uptick him. So, I mean, confidence for him. And I'm going to be real with you. Malik Beasley's a sleeper.
Yeah, as in...
Because he's not doing... he plays. He gets run. He gets play time.
He's a sleeper, as in I'm going to go to sleep when he's shooting.
Larissa Pippen. I think he got back with Larissa, so he's going to be all right.
Larissa. No, I think they split. Wait, maybe they did. I don't know.
I know they did because she's dating Jordan's son. No, she's dating Jordan's son and they broke up. So Beasley about to get back with her.
I'm done trying to track Larissa Pippen's whereabouts. That bitch.
Real shit, man. Hey, man. STWF parlay perspective, man. We out here, man.
I like Lillard in this. Lillard might have a chance.
Yeah, Lillard's got a chance, man. This might be the only thing he win this year, so he got to try to win. He's the defending champion, too. So,
yeah.
So shout out to Damian Lillard, man. It's Dame time. I told you, you get on the East Coast, they were gonna watch you more. You were gonna get more games, but you gotta turn it up, Dame. We're waiting for you to turn it up.
Well, we all said this though. Even though we like the move, Dame needed to go to the Bucks like 2 years ago, not now. It's late now.
They don't know who the coach is gonna be. Y'all's fucked up. At least Budenholzer had the recipe for success a little bit.
I don't know why they moved on from Bud. I really don't know. I
think it's Giannis.
Yeah,
that's what the fuck happens when you let players coach your teams.
Yep.
He's not a coach. He's not a GM.
Griffin that got into it, right? As well.
Cool ball.
Oh, he got into it with somebody else on the staff, Adrian Griffin, and that's why that person left. And then obviously, Giannis and Adrian Griffin getting into it. You didn't really hear no signs of Dame, but you heard all Giannis. And then with this Clyde, Giannis is just doing crazy shit. Like, you seen him slap the referee with the towel?
I'm telling you, bro, he's entering full diva mode. Like everybody thought like, oh, he was above. I even thought like, nah, he'll be above it because like he's just a different dude. But suddenly that pressure from not winning as much as he thinks he should, that's becoming a problem. I don't think he realizes he's trying to go full Kobe on people without a jumper. Like Kobe could do the things he did. Kobe can call out a whole team and tell the GM, these are bitches, how you got them playing with me. He can do that because then he'll go on the court and give you 40.
Right.
Giannis ain't really always doing that. Now he's just complaining and hoping Dame saves him because it ain't, I don't know. Giannis got to chill out, bro.
Ain't nobody, man. Listen here, man. And we're going to swing over, man. Y'all take a break. You want to take a quick break?
Bring it up.
We'll break a break, man. We'll take a quick break, 15, 20 seconds. Come back with us, man. We got a few more topics on the Parlay perspective to go through, man. Keep hanging with us, man.
Don't go nowhere.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Gritty checking in. This Friday, I'm live with STWF Media, man. Little interview coming soon. Everybody, y'all tune in. Man. We got some big coming. Let's get it.
The greatest.
Yeah, we here. We back here. Wednesday night, Valentine's Day, man. You know what I'm saying? We already did our honeys in. We here chilling. You know what I'm saying? Parlay perspective, man. Hope everybody's getting to it tonight.
It's the
little cold up east, man. So you know, hope you guys are bundled up.
Is the gritty the greatest dance to make it to sports?
Gritty?
To make it to sports?
Yeah,
I think it's the most overrated. I think it's the most overrated dance.
How you do a man like that? He hold the pod down. You gonna
No. I'm not hating. Shout out to him, but it's the most overrated fucking dance because everybody thought they could do that shit.
Yeah, they all thought they could flaws too.
Everybody thought they could do that shit.
Recovery, man. Two with the counter punch.
Bobbing and weaving over there.
You know what I'm saying? Tell Josh he ain't ready for me.
Yeah,
Josh!
I was going to say, Josh,
hold on, I don't even practice, Josh. It's easy. I'm from the hood. We move shit, talking shit. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to that, man. Man, which leads us to a little great segue, not in the positive department, but this man's trying to make some positive out of his extreme negatives in the past, and that is Trevor Bauer, former pitcher of the Indians. I believe he was a Dodger before shit hit the fan for him. A couple years back, was charged with a whole bunch of domestic violence charges. A female kind of threw him all the way in the river. You know what I'm saying? Saying that he didn't.
If he did it, he threw himself.
He did it to himself ultimately, you know what I'm saying? This and that. And lost a good chunk of his career. Teams don't want to mess with him. Teams don't want to touch him. You know, he even went overseas for a little bit. That stint didn't end too well. Last year, though, around this time, I believe, there was gators in the news in regards to the girl may have fabricated some of the stories in the reports. Basically trying to scam him. You know what I'm saying? Look at the bank account, saying that this is my fish, this is my prey. I'm gonna go get him. Heard a bunch of stuff, man.
So yeah, when I heard that shit, I was like, okay, I know what this is. I'm from the neck of the woods where this type of shit
Money grab.
So, yeah, it's a honeypot, like basically. Yeah, he was a mark. You use that word all the time too.
He was a mark. He was a mark buster. He was a mark buster.
He was a mark. He was the original meaning of a mark. Like she picked him out. She knew he had the bag, and she played her cards right. But here's what I'll say is this: if that was really the case, if that was only thing that really happened, the league wouldn't be giving him such a hard time to get back in. What I'm guessing is the league knows more about what actually happened than we do, and that's why he's not getting the job.
Yeah, the league's probably on that. It don't even matter what none of y'all says. This was out. It kind of fucked with the league. It fucked with us in a sense, and we don't want to fuck with you. But I do agree with you, Will. That could be more information that's stirring in the pot. He's been on his apology. He's been on his apology tour and is trying to get back in the MLB, trying to get some millions in his pocket, or even just a couple thousand.
And
there's been a bunch of teams that potentially could use his services because they do, and teams are in need of a pitcher. But are they willing to risk it all for him?
And he's an ace too. He's not just a guy.
Yeah, he's just not a scrub. He's an ace.
He's an ace, bro. So
he's an ace.
But what that tells me, what do we know about pro sports? We always say, like, if you're good, you'll play no matter what, which tells me they know some shit because
absolutely. And I'm gonna say this too. And it sucks because all this stuff that's happening in the world, there always has to be the face for it, and it sucks to be the face of that. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what's gonna taint him, kind of like Pete Rose in a sense with gambling. Like Gambling's legal in states now, but you're still the face of the shit.
Yeah, it wasn't for him.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's never going to be a time where hitting a lady is fine. So you're always going to be the face of that. So it's definitely going to be a harder time getting in the league than a Pete Rose probably getting into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely hard on that. But recently the Pirates, his agent tried to speak to the Pirates. The Pirates said they're not interested in them. Do you ever see...
When the Pirates don't want you, fuck.
That's fucked up. Oh, yeah. Pirates don't want you. Fucking what other team? Athletics don't want you.
The Athletics.
Listen,
the Athletics don't want to put you out there in front of their 5 fans.
And they're moving to Vegas. They definitely don't want you out there. Yeah, man. Do you ever see Trevor Bauer getting back into the league?
Yeah, it's gonna take a little more than so. It's always about a year and a half from when the shit is settled, not from when it happens. From when it's settled, about a year and a half. Say like Vic had to do his time, and then about when it was over, about a year from then he got in. Yeah, I think he'll get back in the league. I think if they let it go for like a year or two, and then indeed send him to like the Oakland A's where no one will watch him, and let him play a couple years there, put up some good numbers, and then somebody who's good will trade for him, and then they'll just pop back up, and either he'll still be good, he'll be an ace, and we all won't even talk about this anymore, or he'll suck, and we'll be like, oh, well, he lost his juice when he couldn't hit broads anymore.
Coach, you got an opinion on this, man? Do you think he ever make it back in the league?
I don't know if he will, but I'm just troubled in how that whole settlement went. Where they both sued each other.
Yep.
Nobody admitted the other one was wrong, and then there's reports that she had hooked up with 2 other teammates.
Now, is there more than one actual case that he's dealing with?
That's what I'm looking up.
Find that out, because that's kind of important.
I think he is.
Yes.
It's just this, because if it's just the one girl, it's 3. So that's why he's buried.
Yep. 3 accusers.
And
see, this is new to Quan. So now if you got 2 or 3, you count Dracula. I mean, no, the Tootsie Pop man. I won. 2, 3. Oh, you done. 1, 2, 3. You strike. Hold on. You was throwing strikes. Now they're throwing strikes at you. I love that. You know what I'm saying? So
you like that?
Damn, Trevor.
Give him the
Trevor ain't never gonna do it. But no bullshit under the radar. If he does, it should be with your Red Sox, Will. Should be with your Red Sox.
Why?
Because the Red Sox need an ace. They need a former ace.
So do your bum ass Angels. Cut that up.
Hold on. Put him in Boston. No, Boston will fucking flag him out. He won't even make it to Boston.
The third woman, she these assaults happened in 2022 and 23. So this is after the 2021 when
so the man just kept going.
That explains why he's not playing.
Or
they reported later on.
Or they hopped on the fucking bandwagon.
That's what I'm saying. They hopped on the bandwagon. Absolutely. Which couple of cases like this, because if there's a case that opened up in 2022, 2023, definitely had to be from like 17, 18, or 19.
Yeah.
I'm hoping, but even in that case, that's still not good.
He's saying that they happened in 22 and 23.
What up, Knicks?
After the one that he got kicked out for.
So either he has a problem or he's dumb or that's
both. I'm gonna say both. He probably has a problem, probably the info.
Are these sexual harassment cases? Sexual harassment or is it domestic?
These are assault.
Yeah, so he just keeps beating bitches up. Like, come on. I don't understand how you keep doing this. It's a problem. So
my dude, you throw over 100 yard per mile hour fastball, bro.
You can't throw punches.
Keep your fucking hands to yourself.
Yeah, seriously. Or take one of them punches at a real player who's your size and it'll fuck you
right,
up.
exactly.
But peep this. You know how you said that the MLB probably knows something more?
Yeah.
So when everything popped off in June of 21, and they kicked him out, they pulled the merchandise from the team store, blah, 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 blah. He remained under investigation by MLB and police throughout the 2021 season. So they probably was still digging up stuff.
Yeah. And they found shit. They lifted up the couch and they found all the change. It's a bad hit. Literally and figuratively. Yeah, he needs to get help. He needs to not worry about baseball. Go get help, bro.
Yeah.
Get help, bro. Get help, man. Hey, man. Hey, the story's going to be written at some point. He's going to keep pushing. Let's see if he gets to play. But if he doesn't, man, hey, man, you're the face, man. And it's tough to be the face of the situation here. MLB news, man. Free agency's loading up. I didn't see much news today. I heard that Sawyer, the former Marlins player, signed with the Giants for about 4 years, $4 million. He declined $9 million last year.
Jorge Soler, yeah, he Schroeder'd himself.
Definitely did. I mean, I haven't heard much more MLB free agent news, but I know as the weekend and also the weekend, goes together, you'll hear a lot of stuff. A lot of honestly free agent stuff happened before free agent. That's the crazy thing. A lot of free agent stuff happened before the actual free agency
period. Yeah, a little bit.
Period. You know what I'm saying? So MLB start pitches and catches are reporting, and slowly but surely, it's gonna be a lot to tap in MLB, man. We're gonna tap on as best as we can on the MLB, man, and stay tuned, man. That's the guys make work.
Mavericks up 23 on the Spurs right now.
Let's go.
After when we had an incredible game the other night.
Shit. This dude Luka just got a block. Luka got a block,
man.
Look at him playing defense.
You know why he's jumping high again, right?
Stop smoking them cigarettes. Categories that he's in the top 5.
Stop smoking them cigarettes.
Oh, did he? He stopped smoking squares?
Nah, I don't know if he stopped smoking squares yet, but
so you said he's top 5 on your team in all 5 categories, right, Coach?
In the league, I was listening to the radio the other day. Yeah, it was like some efficiency ratings. He was in top 5 in like 4 or 5 categories.
Absolutely. Yeah,
it just takes effort. It's all.
It's good.
Well, shout out to the motherfucking Tap Out Show, man. We get a show, about 1 or 2 Fridays out of the month, man. But shout out to the Tap Out and the lovely things that they do here. I wanted to bring a UFC topic in. Doesn't have nothing to do with the fighters. Doesn't do with fights or anything like that. Hopefully we get some to pop up for those fights coming up. But we have an interesting story here because it involves the face who runs the place, and that's Dana White.
The face
recently was stated and slated to be a host on Howie Mandel's podcast.
Yeah, but he be
unpopular TV personality podcast, but then abruptly walked out of the show before the interview even started. Now, Dana White was mentioned by Mandel that he's an amazing guy, and he couldn't thank him enough for being there, and gave him good praise. And then Dana White thanked Mandel for his compliments before saying he was fucking tired of doing podcasts, removing his headset, and then walking out. He also said, thanks for the kind words. I appreciate it. I'm so fucking tired of doing podcasts. I'm literally done with them. I'm not doing any more podcasts. And then walk out. Literally as the interview was about to go on.
Yeah, Dana's been drinking his own Kool-Aid for more than a decade now.
Hell yeah. And this
He's feeling himself. He feeling himself.
100%. He
you know why? Guess what?
Well,
guess what owner just got flamed and fired a month ago?
Who?
Vince McMahon.
Oh,
and I'm not saying that Dana White's on Vince McMahon in terms of that shit that Vince was doing, but Dana White's kind of the next man up in terms of that because it's combat sports.
It's the same type of guy. It's the same type of guy,
but probably not doing all the shit that Vince is doing. But he runs a brand that he has to make sure stays on top of the game. And mind you, he already told you. You see these guys and girls talking shit however they want to. Dana White also mentioned he's going to let them say what they want, talk what they want, all this and that. They're athletes. They're professional fighters, and hey, they got to build shit up.
He's also got a serious gambling problem.
Dana, man. Walked out on a podcast set, man. Freddie, I feel bad for Howie Mandel, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, you gonna do Howie like that? God damn. If you would have went on a big podcast and said that, damn, low level Howie Mandel? You go
that ain't low. No, Howie's big.
And we'll watch this podcast, and so I apologize if I've been low. I'm just sitting here like, damn. Now he's big, you over here like, damn.
It's like, why?
Oh, damn.
He just in that moment was just like, fuck it. I hate
Who pissed in his Kool-Aid?
Not to be fair though, he did what we all wish we could do when we're fed up with a situation. Like, I'm fucking out of here. I'm done. But he has the money to do that. Like me and you, if we on the Howie show, we're like, yo, this is our big fucking shot. This is the worst thing of his Tuesday. Like, he doesn't want to do this. So I think it's funny. He's never been on Joe Rogan's podcast, considering they're connected at the hip, it feels like.
Here you go.
For all the kind words, I appreciate it. I am so fucking tired of doing podcasts. I'm literally done with them. I'm not doing any more podcasts.
He sounded like he was at the Super Bowl party too long on Sunday and said, fuck you, Howie. I'm going back to sleep.
Something happened there, though.
Something had to happen.
He didn't just, like, suddenly get a tickle in his asshole and decide to get up. Like, yo, he fucking, like, he literally just out of nowhere was like, yo, I'm done. With a respectable person, too. So the fact that, like, Dana's cool with Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan is, like, a god in the comic comedian. I mean, in the comedian space. Howie Mandel is a professional. He's a comedian himself. So, like, just 6 degrees of separation, like it's all the same world. I'm surprised that he did that. I wonder what happened. Howie must have did something that pissed him off. Because I just don't understand. Like, it wasn't like he suddenly got tired. You've been tired of doing podcasts. Why did you in that moment decide that's when you were fucking off? It's weird. I want to know what happened.
Fact though, that's crazy. I want to know what happened too, because like you said, man, the way he rubs on people sometimes, you know, rub the wrong way. So it had to be something. Or he could have just been at the Super Bowl too long, man, and just said, man, I'm tired of shit, man. I don't really want to do this. This is really not, it's not like I don't have to really promote myself. I don't really have to promote anything. It's the Howie Mandel show. It's not like it's a sports podcast. Anything else, you know what I'm saying? I'm out.
So UFC and WWE combined, right?
They combined. TKO's kind of the brand now, where they kind of all blending into a cream.
I saw one liner. The reason why I asked that, they don't know really what happened, but it's also unclear if this was possibly a pre-planned bit.
Oh, that makes way more. You know what? I don't know why I didn't come to that conclusion. That's actually that makes way more sense. So this is the thing.
That is
what happened when he did it.
So if you do this, everybody's talking about Dana today, right?
Yep.
And then you got big events coming.
You got big events coming like this and that. You got big events. He named that big event that's coming up too. He got a big event coming up like next month, right?
So he didn't just hate doing the podcast in that moment. He made sure to plug first and then bounce. Yeah, that's a bit. That's a bit. It's a good bit. It's a bit. It's so good that I didn't think of it. It's a good bit. That's how you gotta do things. That's kind of why I was like, take it easy with every detail of what Cat Williams was saying, because I knew he had something coming out, which he did. But also, he was telling a lot of truth as well. To the dismay of Steve Harvey. Mostly Steve Harvey and Cedric. Harvey and Cedric got fucking big.
Dana White might date Stephanie McMahon. Nah, that's never going to happen. But I did hear one more little WWE, UFC rumor in the waves. I heard this rumor the other day. And also with that TKO contract, they're going to be moving some people off the board, putting new people on the board. The Rock is heavily invested on that board. I think he runs the portion, the WWE portion side of the board, which I'm hearing out the back rumblings that might end the tenure of the on-screen guy that runs things, Triple H. I'm hearing Rock wants to bring his people in to do things on the WWE side, and that might leave Triple H without a gig. And he's kind of on thin ice right now, according to reports.
If I'm anyone upstairs in the main offices of WWE, hell no, I'm not letting Rock tie his name and try to run shit. He just ran an entire movie franchise supposed to be happening into the ground. Then he tried to dismantle the Fast and the Furious franchise. This dude in the XFL flopped, except for the fact that they ended up combining with, what is it?
Yeah, we ain't gonna blame him for XFL. We could kind of blame for XFL for bringing it back. But I won't blame him particularly for doing it. He tried to do something.
I'm not necessarily blaming him so much as saying that what he's attached to is fucking fail, unless he's the main actor in a fucking series. Like, he takes things. He keeps taking things. He is the George Bush of taking these companies.
Yeah, like, man. So something else to look at as WrestleMania 40 starts hitting the airways. A lot of events start coming up, leading up to that. And after WrestleMania is the new year. They consider it wrestling. So let's see what happens with Triple H at the helm. You also have Shawn Michaels running NXT. So let's see let's see if Rock's saying basically like, fuck you, Vince. We're going to take your guys out and we're going to bring my guys in, even though, Vince, you've been loyal to me forever.
Coach, I love that. I got to watch you like formulate that.
You saw it cooking.
I watched it cook. I watched the water boil on that one. That was fun.
Go with it, man. We here, man. We rocking tonight, man. Appreciate everybody tuning in, watching, man. We got a few more segments left in. You know, we gonna let y'all get to the rest of y'all Valentine's Day festivities. But before we do get to the last topic, like, share, subscribe. Oh yeah. Bang, 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 bang. You know what I'm saying? STWF-TV, subscribe on YouTube. Check us out on Facebook, Twitch, all streaming platforms. We are here, man. We are here. So, it's February. Last week of February coming up next week. I know Massachusetts enjoys a vacation, mass school vacation, so I'll still be working, but the kids will be on vacation. But after February comes March, and then March comes March Madness, man. And be on the lookout, Sports Talk with Friends.
Who's in there?
Hope y'all all catch a Charlie horse. Oh, what's going on, man? Shout out to Bumpman, been holding the shows down, sharing the shows on the Universal Sports Hub platform. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my man Bumpy over here, man. Definitely. March Madness coming up. Stay on the lookout in the next couple of weeks. I will be throwing a post out. We're going to have a tournament bracket. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, somebody going to win something, man. So I can't wait. Best time of the year for me, especially the first 24 to 72 hours. It's gonna be dope. But we're going to talk some NCAA from both sides briefly. First, we're going to just briefly go through what people go through yearly in the NCAA men's side, and that's bracketology, trying to predict what teams will get in, what teams will be out, what teams are still watching right now as they're trying to get in, and what teams are in right now. So if we look at it briefly, the top overall seed, according to bracketology, ESPN, is Purdue. First team out is ascending Wake Forest team, which I've seen a few times this year, and they're decent.
I think they're going to get in.
I think they're going to get into. Last team in is Utah.
The Utes, baby.
Yes, sir. Utah. So now, last four buys will go to Butler, Boise State, TCU, and Nebraska. First 4 hours we mentioned. Wake Forest is one of the teams. Gonzaga, which is hasn't even been spoke about after years and years of dominating just not only their league, but this coming up in the NCAA as a whole. First 4 out. Seton Hall, first 4 out. And Cincinnati, first 4 out. Next 4 out is St. John's, Colorado, Providence, and Villanova. And the last 4 in, according to John Lunardi, is New Mexico, Ole Miss, Nevada, and, as we mentioned, the Utes of Utah. So definitely check out bracketology if you're into that type of thing and trying to predict the brackets. All in all, man, check out this last couple weeks right here between now and the conference tournaments. It's definitely going to be a lot of noise, a lot of parity in the men's game this year. Who's going to win? We don't know. Let's find out. Somebody knows. We just don't know.
Somebody knows.
We just don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Conspiracy with Duke.
Rolling here, man. Got the lady side though. Couple things on the lady side. First off, the top teams just keep continuing to lose, keep continuing to fall. LSU fell again last week. You had Caitlin Clark and the Iowa Bucks fall again to Nebraska. In an interview, one of the Nebraska girls is speaking, and the Iowa coach is going irate. Behind the scenes.
She was like, this is some bullshit. Like, yeah.
They're playing loud music at the free throw line. They're playing loud music during the warm-up. Shut your ass up, girl. The only reason why you getting exposure like that is because you got somebody on your team that's getting the exposure for you. Sit your ass down. People want to say shut up and dribble. Sit down and coach. You know what I'm saying? And be happy for this blissful ride you're getting with Caitlin Clark. Because after she leaves, Iowa's going to suck again. They're going to suck again. So just be careful what you're wishing for, lady. South Carolina has not fallen yet, though. And shout out to Dawn Staley and that team because we know she's been trying to take the college basketball supremacy for a long time. And it looks like she got it in her back pocket for it now. So shout out to Dawn, even though last year didn't go as good.
She's trying to be the GOAT.
UConn's balling too this year. UConn definitely better than Purdue. They definitely better than Purdue.
South Carolina hasn't lost yet. That's dope.
No, they haven't lost yet. Played a couple good games. They just played one recently without one of their star players against UConn. Did them up. Shout out to the lady Gamecocks, man.
And you know what's funny, Bobby? It's not even just like, after Caitlin leaves, nobody will know about Iowa basketball. Nobody even mentions Iowa as a state. When she's gone. Hold
on, their college football team was ranked most of the year, and all I kept hearing on TV is how they was giving up points, and they had something in their contract if they couldn't score a certain amount of points a game.
Well, that's impressive that you even heard about them, because I didn't hear shit about them.
That's crazy. I just heard bad shit about them. It was nothing good. Besides Caitlin Clark. And after she's gone, they're going to be living on her name forever, man. Living on her fucking name forever. As they should. You know what I'm saying? But how long can you really live off that? But head to head, talk about the girl basketball game. You know what I'm saying? We can talk about the Brinks of the world. We can talk about the Clarks of the world. The fucking, what's that girl's name? Angel Reese's. We can talk about all them girls right there. But right now, what's ticking in the NCAA women's world is JuJu Watkins. California State Player of the Year, National Player of the Year, Sierra Canyon legend. Played on the same team like LeBron basically Suns played for, but on the women's team. And she has entered UFC not only aiming to kill, but she is dominating the effing game. Another Pac-12 top freshman of the week award, receiving it this week. 8 30-point games, you know what I'm saying, on the season. 31 recently over Arizona State at home. It was their third consecutive conference win, trying the streak they had following their loss to UCLA, which is now 2. Shout out to UCLA. Shout out to my girl Kiki. You know what I'm saying, over there doing her thing. With wins over Oregon State, Oregon, and the Bruins. Watkins, first freshman ever to sweep the Pac-12 weekly honors twice in the season when she won both Pac-12 Player of the Week and Pac-12 Freshman Player of the Week last week. She had a 51-point performance against fourth-ranked Stanford, then a 29-point performance against California to sweep the Bay Area road trip for the first time since 2001. Performances this season have been out of this world. She has broken USC's record for a season long from the most 30-point performances as a freshman to the most single-game points. There are a few more she's expected to break. In 20 games, she scored 550 points, averaging 24.5 points a game, second only to Caitlin Clark, who averages way more shots than her and is only averaging about 5 more points than her. So, you know what I'm saying, take that for granted. This freshman's out here letting people know that when all these girls leave, I'm going to be that dog. Shout out to her, man. The record, by the way, for total points as a freshman is held by Paula McGee, mother of JaVale McGee, with 683 points.
Yeah.
I think that's his aunt. I think Pam McGee's his mom, and she's on the list too of 509. So the McGees have a big family branch.
Well, for starters, both of them, both his aunt and his mother, better than he was in the league.
Yes.
Shout out to JuJu. JuJu is looking to. They probably won't give her Player of the Year as a freshman with Caitlin out there, but she's playing well enough to get it. She's. The thing I love about her game is the pace she plays at. It's whatever the pace she fucking wants to play at. Like, she'll slow it up on you, and you got to deal with it. She'll speed it up on you. You got to deal with it. She dictates the pace in which her and her team play every night out. She's one of the best players in the nation right now, and I just look forward to the women's game's in a great place, people, and we need to. We should watch more. It's in a great place.
JuJu might be my next love.
JuJu's a monster. She's a monster. Hey, yo, Pete. Not only is it in great hands, that's without Fudd, who was supposed to be another.
Oh, and you got to remember that she's coming back next year. Definitely coming back next year. Hella strong. You got a bunch of shout out to my whole girl on the radar, Kimani McMillan, man. If you haven't seen highlights of her, dog, I cannot wait till she touch a college basketball court, dog. Girl got moves for days, moves like a grown man on the court with her spit. My God, listen here, man. Shout out to girls basketball too in the state of Massachusetts too, man. Shout out to the young girls doing it over here. Shout out to everybody. State to state women's basketball watch. Shout out to all the coaches. I want to give a shout out to my man Greg, man. He's at Putnam private school up in I think it's Connecticut. Greg can't see it. No. Nah, he went to Bryan High too.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Greg went to Bryan High too. So shout out to my man Greg doing the thing, man. There's a bunch of girls coaching. Shout out to my sis Chantel Tita coaching the Belmont girls basketball team. Shout out to my little bro Ian Jaffier, man, coaching the Bryan High girls team, man. Shout out to a lot of people putting their time in life into girls basketball, man. Shout out to that. Shout out to my man. Shout out to my man Vinny as well, man. You know, doing good things, man, with girls basketball. Shout out. On the men's side too, man. We'll give a shout out. We'll give a shout out to BGA, man. Shout out to BGA and Brighton, man. They're making their first city appearance, man. After 4 straight losing seasons as a team, man, one of their best seasons to come out since they turned into their own school basketball franchise. They play a tough test tomorrow against the Burke at the Jackson, man, at 5:00. It's gonna be a tough battle as the Burke is the 2-time defending city champions. It's gonna be tough.
At the man, they in my house.
They ain't the man. They got a home game at the man tomorrow. I expect the man to be as heavy as it was when the Kevin Hornets was going down every Friday night. I haven't seen the crowd. I expect the crowd to be crazy over there tomorrow. I'm gonna try to sneak out of work to watch the game. But
that's my elementary school, y'all.
Indeed, man. Shout out to all teams that made cities as well, man. Shout out to teams I know Fenway, Boston Latin, Charlestown, Burke. Shout out to those teams. I think Eastie might be playing in one of the matchups, 2 quarterfinal matchups. So that's dope. Yeah, man. Shout out.
Boston stand up.
Actually, I'm gonna just give shout out to more coaches, man. Shout out to Tyrone Figueroa with East Boston. Shout out to Caesar, man, over there in Chelsea. Shout out to my man B Marv, man, over there in Worcester. I believe South or North. He's over there coaching one of those teams, either JV or varsity. Shout out to people getting it in, man. Shout out to my man Darren Martinez over at Belmont too. You know what I'm saying? Putting on for the men's program, man. Shout out to all college coaches. If I haven't named you, man, shout out to you, Coleman at Charlestown. You know, shout out to Devon and Jason at Bryan High. Shout out to Cole. Y'all just love, man. Shout out to the local talent. We talk about college, NBA, pros, and stuff like that. But, you know, shout out to the people that's actually doing it, you know, in the life we live in. You know what I'm saying? That's the truth.
You dig.
Let's get it.
We on the basketball side. Yeah, that's like Coach shouting out the Javelinas.
Another point. Yo, y'all need to buy those Yeezy pods. Y'all need to buy those Yeezy pods, man.
The Yeezy pods?
The Yeezy pods. Kanye sneaker shoe?
Yeah, I ain't buying nothing.
$20, Will. $20. Support the cause. Support Kanye.
What cause? That's the problem with this man.
Hold on. I heard the man bought a $7 million ad, and he basically recorded the commercial on his phone, basically. He's selling stuff on his website for $20 a pop, rather be a shirt, anything. You know how much he made after the Super Bowl?
How much?
Like $23 million.
Yeah, but he's taking it back to the hood in terms of hustling.
He took it literally back to the hood. I looked on his website today. I said, all this shit on his website is $20? Yeah, because Kanye's going to end up coming back up on the top again, and I need that because I'm going to sell those parts for at least $500. So give me a pair of those before. There was $200. I think there was like $224. And he just
earpods?
No, bro. You see those sneaker fucking socks we wearing out in the street?
Oh yeah, there's a
looking like the Flintstones. I'm about to get those shits. Hold on, they only got 3 sizes: 1, 2, and 3. If you want, if all sizes is probably well, what size you wear, Will?
I'm like a 9.
All right, so you're probably like a size 2 in his pod. And Coach, what size are you?
12.
8.5, 9.
12. So you probably at 3 along with me. So yeah, so if you want to get the Yeezy pods, man, get a size 3, Coach. Get a size 2, Will. I'm gonna give me a size motherfucking 3. $20 each. Matter of fact, I'm gonna see how this Vegas
like ninja shoes.
I'm not
Like
wearing,
ninja shoes.
yeah, I'm not wearing hate crimes. I'm not.
Will, we hate crime, baby. STWF, baby. They hate us, baby. They hate us. We gotta win the easy parts.
They're gonna hate us even more. We start wearing them shit. You start wearing.
What's your perspective on these?
Hey, you fuck around and have those on your feet, and then he goes off on one of them rants again, and you tied to that shit. I'm good, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna write free toque on. I'm gonna write free toque in white fucking lettering.
Some white out, just go crazy with some white out.
Oh man, dog. I'm sorry. Extra segment on the parlay perspective,
Well,
man.
they have nice things.
If anybody's in the comments still right now, what are y'all thoughts on the Yeezy pods? Are y'all gonna grab them? $20 though. Best $20 in your life, I say.
Their thoughts are they all signed off when we started this call.
Shout outs, fellas. Shout outs for the night, man.
He said, "Bang bang, get you something tonight." What up, Rocket?
Shout out to you all, man. As always, lots of fun. Part of perspective doing a damn thing. Shout out to Uncle Lump, James Collins, Josh, Bobby, P. Dollar, Valerie, Jalissa, Bernard, Chris, Kyrie, Kawan, Daryl, Anthony, Dominique, Bumpy, and Trevor.
Anytime you're buying something with this as the line to it, like shit, why not?
Who's that? Who's that speaking?
That's a bad purchase.
That's Trevor.
Trevor. Hey, Trevor, we gonna get some Yeezy pods, baby.
Bobby said he looking him up.
Bro. Look him up, Bobby. Fire, Bobby. You walking on water, Bobby. Literally walking on water.
Fucking hey yo, y'all get the new Bruce Lee's? Like, what are we doing?
We said Jesus walks with me.
Jesus would not have walked in these.
I think Jesus would have walked in them.
Jesus would
You
not
know
have
what
walked
the
in
Midwest is, Lord, the rest is.
He'd have been like,
pair of web slingers.
These are the devils. These are the devil ones.
Hold on. So, y'all go on the website and get them for $20 before they expire, man. And tell them Duke sent you.
Hey, you better, when we start selling this podcast, you better do a commercial as good as that for us, motherfucker.
I got you. We about to come with the STWF tubes.
This man was like,
STWF Tukes. You know what I'm saying? Gonna be jumping like this.
STWF Tukes is wild. STWF Tukes instead of twos.
God, Jordan, hold on. Jordan go like this. I'm gonna be like this.
Because it's brilliant. It's actually brilliant. I don't want it to be.
Shout out to everybody tuning in tonight on this Fabulous Wednesday night, man. Before we head off, man, may not see us for another show together for this week, man. But this show and every show, but this show in particular, I'm gonna mention her name because she always deserves names. Any show I do, because without her, I wouldn't be able to do this. My mom 2 years ago, Friday, February 16th, passed away from lung cancer. If I could ask anybody here, check your health, make sure, you're getting checked up. Try to not smoke as many tobacco products and stuff as you can. Try to stay in long life. And God rest her soul. She was a nice lady, great lady. Birthed me, made sure that, I'm still here in this earth. And you never want to lose your mom, man. But I dedicate every show to her because every show that I did prior to doing shows when she passed, she was my number one supporter. That's why I love Will's mom coming on here, showing love to him, support. Coach's family members come and support him, man, because your family members, man, that's going to believe in you, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's where you feel like you got the world instilled in you and you can do whatever the hell you want. Me losing my mom lost a little bit of confidence in, the way I come on shows and the way I act and stuff like that. I've kind of feel it warming up, getting back to where it should be. Yeah. But, in all, man, prayers to you, man, Mom. All show shout out to you on this Valentine's Day. My love, my heart. Happy Valentine's Day to you.
100%, bro. 100%. Rest in peace. Rest in paradise. Absolutely. For real. Shout out to everybody who joined the chat today. We appreciate y'all. Shout out to, man, that's tough, man. You strong man.
Yeah, man, tough as hell, man. Yeah. Shit, man. Listen, I've been dealing with this whole month daily. It's crazy.
Yeah, I tell y'all right now, I'd be a broken man if my mother wasn't here. So, I understand that. That's deep. That's deep, bro.
Sorry to get back on the lawn note, man. But hey, man, I said that's going down.
Yeah, hey, look, we this is a give and take relationship with our crowd. Yeah, we give, we take back and forth, but you had to take one for yourself right there. 100%.
Absolutely.
You good.
Absolutely.
Appreciate y'all. My guys. We got a good team here, bro.
Got a good team, man. We don't need nobody to fuck it up, do we? You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen here, man. Triangle parlay.
Why did you look up at Coach when you said that? I looked up,
I'm sorry. I try to look up this way, straight. Ain't really trying to throw a head at y'all, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all definitely wouldn't be out. You know what I'm saying? Definitely.
But more than a great team, we also got a great group of fans who watch us. We appreciate y'all every time y'all here, man. Man, this is it's dope. Make sure y'all let take it.
Listen here. Hey,
clip it.
The fan, and one thing about the fans, they're gonna give it to you how it is, man. You know, you're gonna have to take the bullets in the stump, man. So, you know, hey, Jake Langeridge, send hate mail to his personal page if you want to, man. You know what I'm saying? He probably will respond to you.
We're gonna dox him. We're gonna give out his information, all that. We can make sure that y'all can get after him.
Yeah, but you know, Jake will be back from vacation next week, man. He's in Palm Springs right now, you know, enjoying the nice sun, and he'll be back with us next week.
Shout out to that man.
But Jake's in the island. He's a little pale. He's gonna come back a little darker. He may come strawberry, vanilla, chocolate. So you know what that reminds me of, guys? He looked like he's gonna be looking like Sammy Sosa.
Yeah, out of that.
Take care, fellas, ladies.
This is an emergency message. Stop what you're doing and hit the like button. Also comment and subscribe. Thank you. We now return you to your program.